Hello. Christian, you need to come over here and help me with this. I'm going to turn the dishwasher off real quick so maybe y'all can hear me better. Hello, everybody. Chris. I can't. I cut this off. What? How did you do that, Christian? And you can come by if you want to, but that's how. Hey, Chris. I keep seeing a light flash. Oh, it's out there. You'll come over and tell me. I only have a few minutes. All right, let me go open the door. I'll be back right. I'll be right back. Now he can just come in. Hi to all those who haven't said hi to me. How's the weather here? It was raining earlier, which I was very glad of. Now it is hot and muggy, and the sun's just gross feeling now because it's rained and then like that. Guess what I had for lunch? Tater tots and gravy. Yep, meal of champions. Okay, kitty. Midday coffee time. Well, you're still going to knock. You're going to make me just... Kid. Anyway, it's nice and dry in California. I'm good, Teresa. How are you? And y'all know me. Whenever I do one of these things, if it's one I plan, I'm going to be doing stuff. I have a whole table of food and things. I'm really going to be freezer cooking today because I need to, and because I wanted to do a live stream, and because I have had people ask me how I do it and different stuff like that. So I'm going to show a few things, which I have shown a little bit before on some of this stuff that I'm doing, but I haven't shown some of it. One of the recipes is actually on my actually two of the recipes is on my channel. I have videos of them, but the one I don't, which is nothing really. Hi, Amber. Oh, today? Gotten anything out in your garden yet, have you? We're waiting for Christian to come in because Christian Hayes, who's in the chat, he is actually one of my children's friends. He calls me mama. He's one of my children's, and he's coming over here. Yum food. I'll feed you. You know that, Christian. Where are you anyways? How close are you to here? It really wasn't a live show. It was a new challenge, and the next on the list that I challenged is the Case family. Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't see your face, Grizz. It was like you were hiding. Incognito. Hi, John. Just 8. You're passing. Okay. Dogs barking must be close. Are you riding your bike? You're on your scooter? You driving? What are you doing, Christian? You better not be driving. You better be walking if you're texting or whatever. You're on foot. Okay. It's 5 after. I'm going to wait and let some more people see if they're going to come in. Not seeing my face was the best pickup. Oh, my goodness, Grizz, you're crazy. That's not true. I'm about to have pinto beans with rice and rice with bread. My granddaughter last name is Hayes. Oh, okay. Well, that's Christian's last name. He is a total certified nut. You hate pinto beans? Do you eat like, hi, bee lady, do you like refried beans, Ambi? Sprained your ankle too. What have you been doing, boy? I mean, for reals. That is what the beard is for. Was editing a video. Yeah, I've got a video I've got to do. I made brownies last night. Can't believe I ate the whole thing. Oh, my goodness. Dust bag up. Incense. Sticks from Etsy shop. Okay. Staple my house. We do cornbread. Yeah, cornbread's good. He, he, he. Are you staring at my door? No, not yet. That and the snacks. Think he got in a cat fight for Grizz. I don't see him yet. But if he sprained his ankle, he's probably going slower than normal. No one say editing a video to me. I'm going nuts. Oh, no. Turn around. Come in, Mr. Man Bun. Ha! You didn't knock. It's too late now. You're already inside.
The video is a little laggy.
Yes, always laggy.
Oh, yeah.
What did you
do? So I was in photography and we were working. Oh, I guess you want me down there.
This is Christian.
I was in photography and we were working on cutting stuff for a sponsor group that
trying to get you a spare cat for dinner. You fighting with Grizz talks about eating cats all the time. But anyway, he doesn't really eat them. You're in photography.
Yeah, and we were cutting ribbon and stuff for a sponsorship group. And I wasn't paying attention and the scissors started to fall. And we have really sharp ones because we have to cut plastic. And they were going to fall out of my hand, so I squeezed really hard and really fast to catch them. Wasn't paying attention to my other thumb.
Ew!
It's down to bone.
Did you go to the hospital?
Mm-hmm. They couldn't stitch it because there wasn't enough skin.
Well, what'd they say about it?
They glued it.
Who wrote "Praise the Lord" on your arm? Anyway, finished. They glued it, and what else?
They glued it and said, "Come back," and that's it. Lady dug her nails into my skin though, and
And how'd you sprain your ankle?
I went to kick the soccer ball, kicked it with my toe.
This child, he knows better than getting hurt. Everybody's saying hi to you.
Hi.
He has a man bun. Well, boy's bun. Yeah, he's 16. He has a man bun. He's a boy man bun. A man boy. Trying to get your okay. Good Chinese cooking. Yum yum. You can grab a chair if you want to.
I only had a few minutes. I didn't ask.
So, your parents home?
No. Dad took me to Texas Roadhouse and then dropped me off at home.
Oh.
So.
Did that happen today? You said.
Yeah.
Who wrote "Praise the Lord" on your arm?
Kate.
Well, You can go see my children's if you want to.
Okay.
Crazy boy. How did you do? I don't understand.
What?
He's accident prone. I really do eat cats. He's not really my son, but he may as well be. Sometimes he gets to come over. His parents have gotten really strict lately about him not coming over. Sound like he's addicted. He's accident prone. Yeah, he gets hurt quite a bit. Yeah, he does. Okay, so now that I've figured out what's going on with the boy. Hi, Christian. Is that what you? Yeah, his name is Christian. He actually, he's in the chat. But I'm going to get started about what I'm talking about today and what I'm doing. And I'm talking about freezer cooking and why I do it and stuff like that. So one reason why I do it is it's cheaper than buying things like prepackaged Hot Pockets and burritos and tacos and all that stuff. And another reason why I do it is because I know what's going to be in it. And because my children like my Hot Pockets and things like that better. And also it makes for quick meals at times whenever you don't have time to make something or you just got a busy day, you can pull a freezer meal out. And I'm going to do 3 different things today. And the things I'm doing are really simple. One of them, freezer cooking, is that bringing out a leftover cats and making a stew. Yeah, that could be one of the things, Chris. Crazy. I can see you. But anyway, I'm going to be doing first, I'm going to be making pasta bake. I actually have a video about this, but I'm just going to show you how I do it to prepare it for the freezer, because when I prepared it before on my channel, I did not, it was not to prepare for a freezer, it was just to cook it that night. So I'm going to move my mouse out of the way, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And so I don't have to wash my hands a million times, I'm just going to wear gloves. I'll just wash my hands a million times otherwise, and I'll be back and forth to the sink. What, boy child?
Proof that I'm a crackhead.
Where's all that medicine?
Painkillers and vinegar.
And you don't have it labeled?
I know which is which.
Children's. Yeah, but popos can get you, and I know your sister's a popo, but that don't matter. Yeah, I got sunburnt whenever I was doing when I was doing the fundraiser for the church. I saw your parents too, and they said you didn't tell them about it.
I didn't.
I'm sorry, y'all.
We bought 2 butts anyways.
Yeah.
We're 2 different people now.
Bye. I'm 2 different people. Oh, hush. I'm 2 different people. Be careful, crazy.
I'll tell you, I have work tonight.
You got to go to work tonight? Okay.
Yeah.
Had to go wrestle and leash some dogs of my son's friends who broke out of the yard. Oh, my goodness. Kitty, what you selling? Everything. She's selling everything. Okay. So what I do, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. What I do is I take, this is just one of my metal bowls. This is my biggest one. I take a big bowl because I'm going to make several of these to have them in the freezer. I should have brought my scissors over here, but I didn't. And I should have went ahead and put the noodles in here so it wouldn't be so loud. But what I do is I put like 3 packages. They're like 16-ounce packages of noodles. Any kind of noodles you want to use. You can even break up spaghetti noodles and use them. The blue gloves. I got those from Sam's. All right. You just take any kind of noodles, whatever kind you want, and you put all this in a big bowl because, like I said, this is going to be a lot. And then you take Parmesan cheese, and this is really to your liking. I put about 3 or 4 big handfuls because of how much I'm making. And you can use like fresh Parmesan too. It's up to you. Parmesan cheese, and then I put in I took pepperonis. I already prepped some of this stuff. Pepperonis, and I cut them in half. And this was probably about 3/4 of a 24-ounce pack, I think. But I'm going to use part of it for something else too. So I'm going to stick about half of this in here. And the rest of it I'm going to use for the other that I'm going to show y'all. Hey, Cherish. And then what I do when I'm doing this is I go buy a big, which my son opened it for me and he got crazy, of spaghetti sauce from Sam's. And I just pour it all in there. And then I take a quart jar of water and pour it in there to try to kind of get whatever's left in this can so I can all that, all that I can anyways. And I try to get all the sauce I can out of it. Because your noodles are not cooked, you're going to have some water in there. And I just pour that in. I'm going to move this out of my way. And then I just stir it up, which I probably should have got a different spoon to stir with, which I am. I'll be right back. I'm going to use this one to stir with. I stir all this together. And this is my daughter's, one of her favorite meals. And I kind of eyeball it to see how much more water I need. And after I get it stirred up, I throw in a bunch of mozzarella. I love their pizza. What are y'all talking about? Miss Master and Moonshine, not H2O. Whoops. And I just put mozzarella cheese in there. A pretty good bit. And mix that up. And it looks like I'm going to need some more water, so I got another quart jar in there. And because sometimes it seems like I need less water than others, I just go with it. All right. That looks pretty good. A little bit more water. And now all I do is I take casserole dishes. And I have different size ones. And I use my casserole dishes that have this more moonshine. Yes, I guess so. I use casserole dishes that have in it. Or in a few minutes. And what I do is I just I don't have these sprayed or anything. You could spray them, but I don't. I never do. And I just I need to scoop some stuff over so y'all can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Let me grab my other big spoon. I just put it in one of these, and I'm just going to show you one of them, because what I really want to show you is how I wrap it to cooking with a little spice, freezer meals. Yeah. How I wrap it so that it doesn't get freezer burn or anything like that. And it shouldn't get freezer burn anyway as fast as we eat it, or as fast as my daughter does. Fill it in there. And then I take then I'm gonna have to move this because I got stuff in my way. I'll bring that back whenever I start to do the rest of it. You could add more cheese if you wanted to. But what I've got right here, actually y'all are sitting on it. No, you're not. It's over here. I've got aluminum foil. Yes, it's huge because I buy from Sam's. Oh, I'm moving, y'all. Sorry. And I wrap it with aluminum foil pretty tight. And this is dual purpose. This one is a pasta bake that I make. Is that enough moisture for the pasta bake? I'll tell you in a minute about that for the pasta to cook. The reason why that it does not have as much moisture in it as you would actually need is because on the day you cook it, you add a little moisture. Because if you put too much in here, if somebody happens to, my mouse is going nuts there. If somebody happens to bump it in your refrigerator before it's completely frozen or in your freezer, it'll just, but what I do is I put aluminum foil on there. One, because you're going to cook it with this, I say it last night's Jason way, doing car gas. But anyway, for one reason, because you're going to cook it with this foil on it. The other reason is to keep it from being freezer burnt. But I wrap it in foil, and then I put my lid on it, which is going to be pretty tight because of the foil. And then I take a piece of plastic wrap, and I wrap the whole thing. And then I stick it in my freezer. And it can be in there for a couple of months. Well, Amber, you're going to get really hungry because I'm not even done. But you put it in there like that with it wrapped in plastic wrap. And then whenever you take it out, you want to cook it, you take the lid off, you take the foil up, you pour a little bit more water on it, you stick it in a cold oven because remember this is going to be frozen. You stick it in a cold oven and you turn it on to 350 and you let it cook for an hour or so. It's according to which size you have. This size is a smaller size, so you wouldn't need to do for an hour. But for my big one, well, you might do it for an hour, but my big one, you'd really do for an hour. One thing my daughter has started doing recently is she'll take it out, take the foil off, stick it in the microwave to defrost it, and then she'll put it in the oven. This is her favorite meal, I do believe. So that's easy it is to do that. And I'm going to have, out of that batch, I'll have at least 3 more, but one of them is going to be like this size. And I have a bunch of different sizes. They're not all the same, but I always use the ones with the lids so that they will seal properly and won't get freezer burn. So that's one. And this to the side, and then I'm going to show you the next one. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of my way, though. I won't need the foil anymore, so I'm going to get it out of the way. And I also, for the family, I use this size. I want that size too. So I'm going to get all this. I was just showing you all the sizes of pans. That's why I had them all over here. And put it over here. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do, which I don't have a thing on this one, how that I do just freezer tacos. Now I have a thing on how I do freezer burritos, kind of. It's not actually about the burritos. It's about the refried beans I made. I have a video on that, and I just show you that's one of the things I do with the refried beans is I make freezer burritos. So I'm going to show you how I do that. And I don't ever label those unless I have lasagna or something like that in there. I forgot to tell you about that. What I do whenever I want to label one of my is I put a piece of freezer tape on it, or I write it on the plastic wrap, whichever way works for you, but I've done both. But make sure if you have more than one casserole in your freezer, you might want to label it, because you might pull out something like lasagna whenever you really wanted some kind of, I don't know, taco bake or something, because that's another thing you can do. That's okay, Tessie. We're still here. I got to go grab the meat. Should have done that a minute ago, but I'm going to show you the taco things. So what I do with those is I take a freezer bag and I write, and this marker, I have it designated for only for cooking. Nobody touches this marker unless they're doing something like labeling a bag or something like that, because I don't want it touched for anything else. I keep it kind of sanitary, or try to anyway. So I label my bag and I just write tacos on there, and I don't do anything else, because the rest of the things I do is like burritos or something, and I don't put a date on it because it never lasts long enough. Now, if I was making a lot and I knew they were going to be in there for months and months, I would probably put the date on there. But they're never in there that long. Do you always wear gloves? No. The only reason I'm wearing gloves is because I don't want to have to get up and wash my hands constantly. So, well, it's kind of sanitary. I just keep it food safe, kind of. I just don't want somebody to use it outside in the garden, because that happens whenever, and then come back in my kitchen and use it. I guess you could say I have a kitchen marker. But what I do, and this is something, let's see, I was outside all day picking herbs and foraging. That sounds like fun. Is I put down a piece of foil, and I buy these little things from Sam's. It's the 9-inch aluminum foil sheets, because actually I found out this is cheaper than doing it with the big ones, and it's easier too. And then I take a tortilla. I mean, this is just so easy that it's ridiculous. Take a tortilla and I put it on there. And this is 3 pounds of ground beef that I have seasoned the way I would any tacos. We truly need to meet. Oh, Gris. Okay. What did I do? Mama Cat, you remind me of a doctor when I go for prostate. Well, I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. I just put some meat in here. You don't want to overdo it, because if you do, then you're going to have a mess. And then I put some cheese. Betty Crocker has nothing on you, Mama Cat. And then I take it, and I don't, like, normally if I had a soft taco, I would not fold it. I would fold it like this, this, and this, and that would be my taco. But because I'm putting this in the freezer, I'm going to fold both sides in, and then I'm going to fold in this side, and I'm going to get my meat in there as far as I can, and then I'm going to wrap it really tight. Because if it's not real tight, you'll have like water crystals and stuff in there, and that's not good because it'll make it soggy. But then I take it and I just wrap my little taco like this. I wrap it really tight, and then I put it in a freezer bag, and I will do that until all of the meat is done. And then my daughter will have the little tacos whenever she wants them for snack, whatever. Because if I went to the store and bought these, I would be spending probably twice as much as I do when I do it this way. Hello, you gonna help? Do you want to go ahead and put the rest of those together? You're not done? He went home. He couldn't stay long. That's how I do the tacos. I'm gonna do it some more. I'm gonna do a couple more of those in case y'all have like questions or something like that. I've got my thing. Oh, Daryl. Okay. I got my Chromebook far away from me. How much more you got left? What's wrong with your knee?
My ankle.
Your ankle? That's the ankle brace. What's wrong with your ankle?
Wait, this is the wrong foot.
Do what?
Is this on either foot?
Yeah, that's not a certain foot. Let's see. Yeah, I do breakfast burritos too. I actually have a video on those too. The tortilla shells. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can do bigger tortilla shells, but my daughter would. She does. These are mostly for her, so we don't do very many. We don't do very many big ones because she just doesn't eat much. I mean, did you see her? She eats. She just doesn't eat a whole lot. But anyways, and that's how I do these. And it's just simple. It costs a whole lot less. And not only does it cost a lot less, I can control exactly how much sodium is in here. Because remember last week, if y'all were here, and if not, then y'all can go back and watch my live stream from last week. I made my own taco seasoning. So I know exactly how much salt and everything that's in here. And there's nothing like, there's no MSG, there's nothing like that in here. I know everything that's in here. So they're just safer from my family, I guess you could say. Spicy the beef mix that you did in or video. The seasoning I last week on Thursday, I did a live stream. And I was talking about, I can't remember what I was talking about. Recipes. I was talking about recipes. I think it was last week. It was either last Thursday or the one before. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but it was one of those. And it's called, I want to say it's called recipes. I'll link it in the description below. Too. But I actually showed how fast it is to make this taco seasoning that I put in this meat from scratch. I mean, it was like minutes. It was nothing to do. And I knew exactly what was in it. And I like controlling what's in my stuff. Yeah, MSG is not good. I just like to control what I eat and what my children are putting in their bodies. And yes, I do buy some things that are pre-made, some things that are junk food, but most of the time it's all from scratch. And Tessie, if I'm not mistaken, I did put the recipe in the description of that one. If I did not, I'll try to go back and do that for the recipe for the taco seasoning. Now, I'm actually looking for a good fajita seasoning. I haven't found one yet, so I'm still buying fajita seasoning. Even though I would rather not. I just have not found one that I like, that my family, all of us agree on yet, but we'll get there. We'll find one. I'm trying to preserve future generations. Okay. But if I don't have it on there, I did actually say how much of whatever I was putting in it in the video. I do believe I said that whenever I was doing it. But I can't remember for sure if I put it in the description. But it's really simple to do this. And yes, I did do some of the prep beforehand, but I can sit and take one afternoon and I can make these 3 freezer meals. They'll be there for a while. I mean, I may have to do it every few weeks because I do different ones. I do breakfast burritos. I do regular burritos. And I also do like sausage biscuits frozen for my husband before he goes to work whenever he's on first shift. I do those. I do lasagnas. I do them most of the time when I do my lasagnas, what I will do is when I make one for us to eat, that at that time, I will go ahead and put a couple more in the freezer, the extra ones. Yeah, breakfast burritos are really easy and they're really good. And I want to say I do have a video on that, but if I don't, I will make one. I cannot eat anything with MSG. Makes me sick and makes me restless. Oh goodness, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of seasonings you can get though that are pre-made that don't have MSG in them. So, and that's the thing. Whenever you look at, just go to the store and you look at the burritos that are in the freezer section, they got all kind of stuff that you can't pronounce in it. I don't want any of that. I make so much food for just my husband and I for dinner that I always have TV dinner. Yeah, and that's what this is. It's like on some day whenever we've been really busy and or just working in the yard or going somewhere that we can just come home and fix something quick, or if it's just me and the kids, we can grab something out of the freezer, or after church on Sunday we can just grab something out of the freezer and we'll have a big meal. I mean a home cooked meal. It was just cooked a little ahead of time. All right, this is gonna be the last one of these I do, because I've got a lot more tortillas, but I'm just gonna that I was gonna show y'all, which I did actually do a video on the next thing that I'm doing, but I know I've got a lot of new followers too, a lot of new subscribers, and I know I don't always get back to everybody's videos that I subscribe to. I try to go back and look at some of them, but I don't always watch all of them. I'm not going to lie and say I do. All right. So since I got taco all over that and I'm not going to be doing tacos next, I'm going to swap gloves. Plus, these are hot and I need my hands to air out just a minute. But anyway, I will put just like as many as I can in here and I'll seal it up and I'll just stick this in the freezer. Yeah, it's stuff you can't pronounce. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make myself some space because I'm fixing to bring a huge bowl over here. And I got to get a refrigerator for this. And this next thing that I'm doing, I'm still trying to perfect the way I do it because I still have trouble with it sometimes. But that's another reason why I'm doing this, because even if you do have trouble with it and it doesn't turn out exactly like you want it to, you can still do it in a way. You can just keep trying, but I need to preheat my oven for this one. Okay, now this one, I did a video on it. And like I said, I don't know if everybody's seen it or not. And I forgot to get something out of the refrigerator. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. I can't forget the sauce. Okay. What I did earlier today is I made some of my pizza dough. I have a video about my pizza crust, or about making pizza homemade. I have a video on it. I can't remember whenever I actually did the video if I told you guys that I put honey in it instead of sugar, but my pizza crust, if it calls for sugar on the recipe I put down, put honey in it. It's way better. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give me some more gloves just for Grizz. And earlier today, I made some of my homemade pizza dough. Well, I should have showed y'all before I bumped it down. But I made some of that, and what I'm going to do is make homemade Hot Pockets. And the way my daughter likes them is a little bit different than the way I made them the first time. Or no, it's a little bit different than what you would get in the store, I think. Because I put 2 kinds of pepperoni in it. But one of them that I put in there, sticks of pepperoni. You can get the sticks of pepperoni like at Walmart. They're like this long. They're like almost 2 foot long. 2 foot long. I buy them where they have like the Slim Jims and all that stuff. And if I knew how to make my own pepperoni, which I do want to learn, then do you defrost the burritos before you cook them? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all how to do those. The way that my son does them is because they're in aluminum foil already, he just sticks them straight in the oven and he heats them up. That's how he eats them. Now, my daughter, what she does is she takes them out of the foil and she sticks them in the microwave, which I prefer the oven, but you just cook them until they are heated through. It's just according to your oven. But I forgot to tell y'all that. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's how you do that part. So what I was saying about this is I don't know how to make my own pepperoni, but if I did, I would make my own pepperoni. But this right here, it's just the pepperoni stick, and I just cut it up into small pieces. It's a little bit spicier than the sliced pepperoni that you get, and that's why that she likes both of them, because she'll just eat this stuff like she just loves pepperoni. Okay, so I have 2 kinds of pepperoni, and I have right here, this is mozzarella cheese that I bought in the little square, and you just chop it up. Okay, and my crust is what I made from scratch. And what I do is I get me a piece, let's see. Do you pre-bake your pocket a few minutes before freezing? I cook it completely. I completely cook the Hot Pockets, and that way all they have to do is take them out, and she microwaves them. He puts them in the oven. But a piece of it, it's just according to how big you want your Hot Pockets, one thing. And I stretch it out. And actually, right now, you can make you a pizza out of this. It'd be a small pizza. You can make a pizza out of it. I put it on its plate. And when I buy my sauce, you saw the big can of spaghetti sauce? Well, I buy a big can of pizza sauce the same way. And what I do is I put into, it's usually about 3.5 mason jars. I will put my sauce in them. And then some of them, I will vacuum seal it with my food saver. I've got the attachment. I'll vacuum seal it, and it'll keep it fresher, and I stick it in the refrigerator. So what I do, got me a spoon over here, is I put a little sauce in the middle. And I put a little pepperoni of both kinds. And then, because I had this, you can use shredded, but I just because I had it. So I just stick some of this in there. She loves cheese, but I stick some cheese in there. Might not have enough pepperoni, but that'll be okay. And then I fold it just like you would you make it like a little pocket. You fold it 4 ways, and that way it stays together. And then you have this little pocket. And no, it does not look like the other kind that you get from the store. But, oh no, Tessie, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to starve you. You stick it on your baking sheet. We have a Seal-Pat thing, whatever it is, silicone thing. I have that on there. You stick it on your baking sheet. And then you take it and you spray it with a little bit of olive oil. Now, this step, you don't have to do it. I just do it because my kids like it and it tastes good. And I have this, I use this stuff all the time, this Johnny's garlic spread and seasoning, and I just sprinkle that on the top. Because if you look at a lot of the the pizza rolls now, they have some kind of seasoning on top. So I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do as many as, until while we're talking. But you're coming over. But what I do is I just, I bake these at 350 for about, 15, 20 minutes. And I let them cool off. And then I put them in my freezer bag that I have labeled, which I don't really have to label it because you can see it. But I put it in the freezer, and my kids eat them up. And usually they'll eat a couple of them the night I cook them. But that's how I do these. And I may end up having some cooked by the time that we're done, but are not good for cutting board. Silpat sheets are not good for cutting boards. Yeah, don't ask me. No, they're not good for cutting boards. They don't work that way. Where did you get that jar of seasoning? I got it from Costco. And I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, but they do have different types of seasonings like that you can buy places. This one's going to be kind of tiny. Recipe for pizza dough. I will put it in the description below. It's really easy. It's the hardest part about it is waiting on it to rise. Because you have to wait a little while for it to rise. But when I put it in the description, I will what's the brand name again? It is called Johnny's Great Caesar Garlic Bread and Seasoning Mediterranean Garlic Taste. It's I've had that thing for probably, I don't know how long I've had it, but I won't ask her, Teresa. How do you know? Okay. Yes, I'm cooking live. Because I'm crazy like that, Trish. I'm sharing the things that I have to do, or sharing the things I do because I have to do them. And I've had people ask me about it. But you see how easy it is whenever I do this. You see, this is not hard, which normally my children are helping, but my daughter is doing schoolwork right now. Oh, and I'll show you, I just made a boo-boo, and it had a rip in it right there because I got it too thin. What you do is you take a piece of your dough and you just patch it. I have a huge restaurant cutting board. It's very thick and white. I got it as a gift. Yeah, I got all kind of holes in this one. I need to quit reading and start paying attention to what I'm doing. I had to patch this one a lot. But, yeah, I actually saw a big, huge cutting board at Sam's, and I have thought about getting one of them, but I haven't done it. All right, that one's going to be funky looking, but my children won't care. Yeah, there's probably a website. Let me see. The website is www.johnnys.com. JOHNNYS. Johnnys.com. Oh, I can't do a sew along. You have to do all that, Miss Trish. Yeah, do it. It would be fun. I would watch it for sure. Absolutely, because I just do not. I was never taught how to sew. I learned by myself what I know. I read books. That's how I do it. But you can also change up the recipe of this. You can put whatever meat you want, or you just don't even have to put meat. You can actually, another thing I was going to tell y'all, with this, instead of doing like a pizza one, because my daughter loves pizza one, that's why I'm doing it. So far, I have made a freezer taco, a freezer pasta bake thing. It's my daughter's favorite meal. In fact, all of this is on my daughter's favorites. But so I'm mostly cooking for her. But anyways, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I don't remember what I said. What I was saying. Somebody help me remember. Jog my memory. Oh, now I remember. You can take this same dough and make you, instead of doing pizza, you can do a ham and cheese. You don't have to use any sauce for that. You just use ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, roast beef and cheese. Use whatever you want and just add cheese to it. And bake it off, and then you'll have a different kind of Hot Pocket. Now, I have never tried doing these without cooking them first. So I don't know how they would work if you did not cook them and then froze them. But you can try that. Let's see. Other things that I make, like I make freezer burritos. I make sausage biscuits for my husband. I make ham biscuits. Sorry, cat. I have to get off the laptop, but we'll be listening to you on. Okay. I just make a lot of different. Woo! That metal bowl is singing to us. I make breakfast burritos, regular burritos, the beef and bean ones. I just lasagna, anything that I can think of, I'll try to freeze it. I was using my big cutting board to cut up in huge Sam's beef roast into steaks and raw and beef stew squares, and try to buy 2 at a time, the other half to smoke one. I'm coming to your house. Organization. The organization comes from me doing this for years because I've done it so long. Because I'm cheap, y'all. I actually started it because I wanted to know, what was in my food. But then I continued because it was cheaper and I knew what was in my food. And you can save a lot of money doing it this way. And Trish, you can get your baby girl involved in this. My daughter's usually helping, but like I said, she's doing schoolwork right now, so she's kind of busy. I'm going to try to find something like this, but I'm going to make Chinese chicken barbecue wrap. You could probably do that too. Oh, another thing, you use that dough for biscuits? No, I use biscuits. This is pizza dough only. I wouldn't use it for, I would use it for other types of Hot Pockets, but I wouldn't use it for, yeah, I think my kids like it. They're happy with it. That's one reason I started my channel, is because my daughter wanted my recipes to be somewhere that whenever she got married one day, that she'd be able to just go find it and see me do it without having to call me and make me come over. But yep, and it's not. I will sit and do this, and I'll have it done. And these are actually going to be a lot bigger than normal Hot Pockets that you buy in your store, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this pan in the oven. And they don't look professional, but I'm not. Another thing that I do to I missed those not misting very well today, is like I'll buy rotisserie chickens and I'll pull all the meat off after we have, and I'll put them in the freezer and I'll pull it out and make or quesadillas or just stuff like, or dressing or chicken and rice, stuff like that. I'm gonna throw this in the oven real quick. I gotta get my other dough. And I always make two. See, this is what it looks like before I punch it down. Let's see. Get that out of the way. It's starting to deflate. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's like a glare. But anyway, before I punch it down, that's what my dough looks like. Yeah, you can do calzones. One question. The garlic spread is dry. It's like Parmesan cheese with actually, Tessie, you could probably, let me tell you what's in it. It's got Parmesan cheese, garlic, salt, parsley, and then other kind. It says spices, but it's you could probably make this at home with your dried herbs. That would probably be just, yeah, I've got so many of these bowls. I don't even know where some of them came from. I know the biggest one that I had a while ago, a friend gave it to me, and she gave me that one right there too, the other one that I was using. But yeah, you could probably just make it with some Parmesan cheese and your spices, and it'd probably be better. Now I want to eat. Well, come on over. I feed everybody. You heard me tell Christian, which I don't know if everybody wasn't in here, but Christian that was here a few minutes ago or a little bit ago, I told him I'd feed him because anytime he comes over, I ask him, is he hungry? Just about any time. I feed him. He actually has my bread that I make, which is not my bread. It's actually a recipe that I got from She's in Her Apron. He actually has baked that for his family. I had a little bit of a too thin of a spot there. And like I told y'all, these will not be pretty. But my children don't care. But yeah, he makes, hey Amanda. But he makes that bread at home now. I think you live too far from me. Well, I'm freezing it. Cute pit, but dang strong dogs. Yes. You come over. First thing said, y'all hungry? Yeah. Anytime that anybody comes over here, I'm like, you ain't eat yet? So nobody ever leaves my house hungry if I've got anything to do with it. And if they do, it's their own fault. It's because they were stubborn. Ooh, that's too many pieces. And I'm probably going to end up messing these up, and I'm probably not doing the best job. And they'll probably bust open while they're cooking. Y'all get the idea. And my kids won't care. They'll eat them anyway. The first time I did it, half of them busted open. They ate them anyway. And they're really good. They're pretty good. I don't eat them a lot, but they're pretty good. You need some more meat on those bones. You want? Yeah. I'm going to get all y'all knocking on my door. That's all right. I do like to cook. I probably have enough food to feed everybody in here, which I've got a notification. I want to come over and cook with. Get the olive oil sprayer. I bought it from Bed Bath & Beyond. I can't remember. I think it was like $10, but you can use any oil in it. I just use olive oil. But I had one of those 20% off coupons at the time, so I got it because if you think about it, you go buy that spray at the store that has all that stuff in it, in those spray cans, you're paying $3 for those. So you put slits in the top. Nope, I don't put any slits in the top. And they don't bust open unless I don't seal them properly. Yeah, I don't want them to to come open at all. But like I said, I'm not really paying attention. Not having food. Well, I actually, right now, which one of them we're fixing to donate to my church, I actually have 2 freezers, an upright one and a deep freeze, 2 refrigerators, a huge pantry. So, and it's all, well, the one freezer's not to get it where it's not full, because as soon as we find somewhere to put it at the church, it's going there. I will bring something over. But I do have plenty of groceries in my house. And I actually often wondered why I have so many groceries, what makes me have the desire to have, why I feel like I need them. But my family called me the food hoarder. Yeah, I've been called that before. People have told me whenever the apocalypse comes, they're coming to my house. My friends have said if there's ever a time that they need something, they know where to go. Oh, I got a hole in that one. So you're getting some rain, Grizz? Yeah, my one friend, her and her son moved away. They used to come over here quite often and eat with us. We had fun. Yeah, it's good for prepping. I probably have 3 or 4 months worth of food here. I don't know. I don't really know how much. It was storming here earlier this morning before I got out of bed this morning. I got out of bed at 7 my time. I don't remember what, I think it was like close to 2 by the time I got in bed last night. Thinking of tying on some pontoons to this mobile home. Oh, yeah, go ahead and tie some pontoons onto it. You can just go on down the river. I tell people to bring their appetite. I'm in Alabama. One of the most historic places, from what I understand, I don't know if it's true or not, in the state. Doing it backwards this time. I'm doing the cheese first. Oh, well. Normally when I'm doing this, my kids are helping, and my daughter is eating some of the pepperoni. Yeah, you're far west Texas. Oh, you're way on the other side. You're in the state of insanity. I used to be there. Almost to New Mexico. Woo, you out there. Tessie's way up north. And then Trish is way down in Florida, way down south. We're all everywhere. No place better to be? Okay. One more. I'm from New York. Okay. How'd you end up in Texas? Ain't got any good sauce. Just on the news, FBI and RS just raided Benny Hinn's business. What? The preacher? For what? I done made a mess. All right. Well, that's just gonna have to be how it's gonna be. What kind of sauce is that? It's just pizza sauce. But I have made my own pizza sauce, but lately I've been buying it from Sam's in the big number 10 cans. And just doing that. I'm gonna go check on the others. Let's see. I'll take one guess what everyone else is doing in the world who has lots of money. They ain't making freezer meals. While I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I'm going to go ahead and do some more of these other things. The taco things. I'm going to put this sauce in the refrigerator there. Most of us here have very little in money, but lots in love and dedication. Right. Get my taco plate back so I can do some more tacos. I was late for class. What are we making? I have done Hot Pockets for the freezer, tacos for the freezer because my daughter requested them, and pasta bake. But I'm going to do some more of the tacos while I'm sitting here talking to y'all. What I miss about New York is the pizza. Now, I do want to try that recipe of mine, oh, I forgot to do this. Make sure y'all do this before you open them to loosen them up. Here, hold on. Let me see something. Let me see there. But anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. It'll probably come back to me later. But the biggest reason I'm doing the tacos is because my daughter wanted them. And I know tacos are easy to make, but I don't always want tacos. Squirreling food. Well, us ladies have to squirrel food because then our husbands will be happy. The pizza, yeah. I want to try my my pizza recipe, my pizza crust. I want to try doing a deep dish with it. I've never done that. So I want to try that. I feel all discombobulated. Something ain't right about this. It's not straightening around like I want it. But I squirrel food, but my family's happy, and they're not eating junk. We'll put this one over here. Get out of my way. Over there. I should be in all video. Oh no. Is it seed ball or seed haul? I don't know. I actually have a video that I'm going to have to edit after a while. It's fajitas, and I'll be up tomorrow. Oh, it's a seed ball. Okay. You're taking notes? Okay, Kitty. Whenever I do my lasagna, I don't think I actually have a video of lasagna. I have one of lazy lasagna on here. Whoops. But I don't have one of like regular lasagna. I have to do something like this maybe. Or when I do biscuits or something. But yeah, it's taco meat. I just did 3 pounds of ground beef, and then put some taco seasoning the way I would want it, and then put them in there. Yes, I freeze these, and around my house they don't last long. But they can in the freezer if they are actually properly seasoned. Yeah, I made my taco seasoning. I actually made it on a live stream. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before. But anyways, they'll last a couple months, but, well, probably about 3 months. I wouldn't leave them any more than 3 months, I don't think. And the way we heat them, my son takes them just like this and sticks them in the oven and heats them up because they're in aluminum foil. Now, my daughter, she takes the aluminum foil off and sticks them in the microwave, which I don't like. But she likes it. So, that's the way my children do it. I would rather have it in the oven myself. But, yes, the taco seasoning, I actually made it live on here just to show how easy it is. And I made a lemon icebox pie that day too. And I can't remember if it was last Thursday or the one before. But it was one or the other. But I'm gonna you make it, these are tacos. I do believe, I don't know, I can't remember if I have a freezer burrito one on here or not, but it seems like I had one for breakfast ones. I know I did, because my niece and nephew helped me do that one for the breakfast burritos. And now the freezer burritos, how many times do you make freezer meals in a month? Once or twice? Well, it's according to what I'm making. This will last probably a month for, you know, what I'm doing now, maybe a little bit longer. And I can fit, like, there's 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in here. I probably could fit another one, but I'm not going to try it. And I'll just stick this in the freezer just like that. And they're in a freezer bag. Now I need to write a taco on another one because I don't want to mix them up with burritos. My daughter will be unhappy. Because she doesn't like the burritos because she doesn't like the rice and beans. Do full crack or burn in the microwave. You do not put the foil in the microwave. You do not put the foil in the microwave. You take it out of the foil for microwave. Yeah, you do not put the aluminum foil in the microwave at all. You can wrap this in wax paper, which doesn't do fabulous. You could do it in what is it called? Saran wrap. You could do it in that, and that could go in the microwave, which I don't prefer because I don't want to put plastic in there. Or you could use parchment paper, which you can put in the oven or the microwave because it's just paper infused with oil. But yeah, do not put foil in the microwave. Never, never, never. Then if you do that, you'll have a huge, huge fire. So, is it more economical to do freezer meals that way? For me to do freezer meals, instead of going and buying them, yeah. Instead of me going and buying breakfast burritos or freezer burritos, it's way cheaper. And, I mean, I could just make them every time my children wanted them, but this takes a lot less time in the, because it's one and they'll have all kind of stuff, snacks and stuff. The recipe was on April 13th. Okay. Hey, down south. Okay, this is stuck. And I do know how to make my own tortillas, but I didn't. Not this time. But I do know how to. It's very simple to make it. It's just like so easy to make them. But I didn't want to make that many because, honey. But I didn't really have time because I was making food and all for my husband for us to eat for lunch before work. I didn't hear anything about. Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely better for you. I know exactly what's in it. That's the reason why I started doing this, is so that I would know what was in it. And we don't have any food allergies that we know of, but if I know what's in my food, then I'm just happier with it. I don't know. I just am happier with it. Oh, that one's ripped. I'll show y'all what y'all do about that. See how it's ripped? I'll show y'all how I fix that. If it'll work. Watch it not work because I'm saying I'm going to do it. What I do with that is I take the ripped side and well, it may not work because of the way it's ripped. Let's see. Might be ripped too bad. I end up folding it a little bit different than I do the rest of them. I'll kind of fold it like this. Kind of like, see how that is? And then I'll fold it. Let me get the meat in there like it's supposed to be. Over like that. And then like that. And yeah, it's folded weird and it's going to be strange, but it's going to taste the same. You are asleep, Minute Man. You've missed everything. Actually, you hadn't missed everything. You've missed what I was talking about, but that's okay. We're still here. See, it's a weird shape, but it tastes the same. They don't care. I don't care. We all eat it. Well, maybe you needed it. Another way you could actually speed up this process, which is something that I do, is I go ahead and put cheese in here. Or breakfast fast burritos, freezer cooking with kids. Yeah, that's one that I did. Freezer cooking with kids. I did that one with my niece and nephew. They wanted to do a video. And I said, okay. And then I was thinking, what can I do? And I thought, we need some freezer burritos. Will you put the ingredients and stuff in the description? I sure will. And I didn't do this one right. I didn't put the foil down first, which you can do that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll put the stuff in there. Can you freeze them with salsa in them? Yes, you can. I actually, which my daughter doesn't like salsa, so that's why with my breakfast burritos, because she doesn't eat eggs and she doesn't eat the breakfast burritos, I do put salsa in them. And yes, you can freeze it that way, and they're just fine. My son has told me that he would much rather have this than the other kind because they taste better to him because they're homemade. And I didn't put a creamsicle. You are just wrong, Two Family. It's already a zoo. I love orange creamsicles. Yes, they're delicious. When I was a kid, I told my mom I was going to happen. She said I was crazy. Oh, you must be talking about the Jersey thing you were talking about. They're all my all-time favorite. Yeah, those popsicles. I'm going to go check these things, see if they're done. Be right back. And they exploded just like I said they would. But that's okay. That doesn't matter. We'll let them sit up there and cool off. Because do not put them in a bag until they're cooled off. I haven't in a very long time since my kids are gone. Oh, okay. But I probably should have went ahead and put the cheese in here. Hey, Kat. Oh, hey, Jay. Having your morning coffee. Hello, gorgeous.
Are those ones that I like?
Yes, they are. Can you have one?
So what?
Probably not. The meat's probably cooled off by now.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Or do you want one of those? Okay.
Are these like just out of the
They
oven?
just came out of the oven.
Okay, I'll wait for them to cool down.
I mean, they seriously just came out. Do you want to help me finish up those other things? The pasta bakes.
You just throw it in the...
Everything's already mixed, but I'm going to let you put some of this mozzarella that's over here in it too, if you want to. And you can put this extra pepperoni in there too if you want to. We can bring it over here and do it though. Tell her you put cat burger in it. She decided she wanted the pizza thing. All right. So I got 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 of these out of 3 pounds of ground beef. I got a little bit of cheese left. Selena. I don't know where that that child went? She ran away. I'm gonna stick this back over here. Put this over here. All right, I'm gonna stick these in the freezer. That's behind you, so I'll be right back. And just because I haven't done it yet, I'm gonna go ahead. Your mother rocks in the kitchen. She's already walked out of here. We'll go ahead and finish putting that stuff in there. Believe it or not, she can cook too. Her and my son can. All right, now got all that out of my way. Drink me a sip of water. My garden is not very big, but we have little squash. I found out today we have tiny squash. I was so excited. My garden, I'll have to I have measurements because I don't remember what he said the measurements were. Of beef, tacos, or meatloaf. Yeah. My mother, crazy old lady. And because I already have this chopped up, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this in there too. Just because I have it. And cheese is delicious. Selena. Will you go ahead and wrap that with foil? It's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of this pepperoni in here too. Because why not? It's not much there. So I'm gonna stick it in there. This will be a perfect size for you. What'd you do?
I ripped it bad.
You ripped it bad?
I ripped it bad.
Well, try. That'll be okay.
Just rip it off.
You tear it downwards, baby.
That's what I was doing. I didn't.
You kind of.
On that one.
This is the Yeah, Tessa, you weren't in here before. This is the pasta bake that I make. All it is pasta, uncooked pasta, spaghetti sauce, water, Parmesan cheese. Yeah, it's like a pizza casserole. Parmesan cheese and pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. It's my daughter's favorite. That's pretty much. It's pretty much a pizza casserole.
Where's the regular one?
The lid's right here, baby. Here you go. You can give me that other one too. OCD, yeah. Yeah, we call it a pot. Well, you could actually, instead of pepperoni or with the pepperoni, you could put ground beef. You could put Italian sausage. You can do lots of different stuff. You don't have to do just what I did. But yeah, you can do it a lot of different ways. And like I said, before I cook this, I will add some more water because the pasta is not cooked. And I have done this with the pasta already cooked, and it doesn't change the time a lot. And it just seems to be easier this way. It's one less step I do. Yeah, baby. We're going to do them all. But it's one less step that I have to make with doing it like this. How to make it homemade. Yeah, I used to buy the box stuff. Oh no, Tessie, don't be hyperventilating. Because she didn't know what I was making. She wasn't here at first. We got extra cheese. You want some Parmesan cheese? Do what?
No.
Alright, here you go. We can put the lid on that one. Alright, so in an hour and a half, which some of the things are still cooking, but in an hour and a half with just this part, and it took me minutes to put the bread together. That's two, or let's see, I'll start over. Did you show Noah my video? Not yet, because I haven't even got to see it yet because I've been so busy, crazy busy. But I'm gonna watch it. But it took about 10 minutes for me to put together the pizza crust. It took me about, I don't know, 15 minutes to brown the meat for the ground beef, for the tacos. And it took for me to put together all the rest of the stuff while I was running my mouth. So in 2 hours, tops, you can have a lot of freezer meals done. You can just stick those in the freezer. Oh, no, we got to put the saran wrap on. All right, I'm going to move you guys now. I got to move this stuff out of the way. No, you're not going to miss out, Tessie. We'll make sure you don't. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way, and then I'm going to move you guys off of the saran wrap, and I'll show you how we wrap it with saran wrap. I'm going to wash my hands because I got cheese or something on my hands. I don't know how I did it. Okay, I'm going to move you guys. So, let's see. Well, do that. Print them off. Make them your own. That's the whole point of me sharing. All right, we got one more over there, baby. So what I do is I take my saran wrap. Hopefully y'all can see this box is all kind of ripped because we've had it so long and used it so much. I take my saran wrap and I buy it from Sam's. I buy everything from Sam's. And I put my thing on. And pouring it down a little bit, yeah. And let's see. I pull it out however far I think it needs to be. And then I will wrap my container up. That way it's got a little bit more seal from the freezer. And we have never had one freezer burn yet with the way I do this.
I eat it too fast.
Well, that could be why, because she eats it so fast. All right, that one goes in first because it's the biggest one. She does eat these meals very quickly. Which that one, the big one, is one we'll eat together as a family. And then this size right here is one that me and the kids will eat like one night while their daddy's at work or one day while their daddy's at work. And then the smallest one, she could probably eat by herself. And then the other size that I'm going to be, my two children will share that one. But within a couple of hours, I have a lot of meals already made. And all you gotta do is take it out and cook it. You fit just fine with the redneck hillbilly. I don't know what I'm missing because I can't see. Tessie, oh, okay. Tessie's pantry. She has tons of stuff. Hang on, we're on in for a wild ride. I am sure because of my redneck way of cooking. Oh, well, don't worry about no thumbs downs. They don't matter. And no, that was not proper English. Talking with a knife in your hand. Honey, I do that. Oh, I didn't get that one quite big enough. So I'll just put another piece on there. Yep, a thumbs down is just a view. They don't bother me any. In fact, Grizz requests people to thumb down him. He's kind of silly, though. All right. So now this one is wrapped a little bit better than the other way. I didn't have enough on there. And this one's going to have too much wrapped on it. Oh, well. Go, baby girl. Okay. I can't get the get the chair because my skirt's catching it. Y'all going for a ride again. Sorry. Now, it won't open. Mama Cat, you make everything look so easy. It's just because I've been doing it so long. It's not, I mean, it is easy. It really is. It's not hard to do. But I've been doing it so long that I have my system. And you do your own system. The queen of cling film. But yeah, you come up with your own system, what works for you, what works in your kitchen, what works in your life, you know. Will you look in the oven at the ovens, baby? How do they look? Okay, they're not done yet. You want to come over here and sit with me? Oh, I gotta get this garbage out of this chair. All right, oh boy, wee! Yeah, that one kind of exploded. I was doing too fast and not paying attention, so they exploded a little bit. But they got the idea. What are you doing over here with it? She's not even in her chair. She's silly. Oh, and what I had the pizza crust done with is like a tea towel. And I have these, it's like a flour sack type. Yeah, I love my Pyrex too. But they're like flour sack. Oh yeah, the dog, they love it too. But that's what I use, and I have them specially for when I do bread. I'll have to do some videos. I have one of my Hawaiian rolls, but I'll have to do some more videos of me baking bread. That goes back in the pantry. What, baby? Okay.
So I think I want to go to that.
Okay. That's fine. Hope to be riding a roller coaster in August. I'm excited. I don't like roller coasters. Is the pizza dough on the 13th also, or just the seasoning mix? That's only the taco seasoning. The pizza dough, you know, I do have a playlist with all my recipes in it. It's in there, but I'm going to just link the pizza taco seasoning, and I'm going to link all that in the description whenever I get done. I'm trying to spread the love of community, and and have everyone's channel get some spotlight exposure on my channel. That's awesome, Christian. I have several Pyrex dishes. I've had some for 20 some odd years. I have Pyrex bowls. I have Pyrex cookware. I just love it. I have Pyrex storage bowls, storage containers. Last time I was on a roller coaster, I thought I was going to die. I was on one when I was a child. I didn't get back on another one. My children got on one, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, at a water park that has a roller coaster as well. I didn't get on it, which I can't get on one now because I had this surgery. Went on a kiddie coaster, had to stop it. Let me off. Yep, sissy on those. Yeah. The bigger the roller coaster, the better. No, not for me. There are some people who love them, but I'm just not one of them. And if you love them, that's fine. The very first time I can remember hurting my back was on a roller coaster. Yeah. You were 23 the last time you were on one. Yep. Oh my goodness, Chris. That's crazy. So does anybody have any questions? Oh, another thing that I do that's freezer cooking, and I want to say I have a video of it, but I'm not positive. Chocolate chip muffins and, just like freezer, like muffins for breakfast. I do those. And like there's a breakfast muffin that I do with sausage and cheese and stuff like that in it. That's another one. Woo, that's crazy down south. I'm a thrill junkie. When will the next cooking show be? I don't know. Tomorrow I'm going to have my, I have a video. I did it today. I got to edit it. I've got to upload it, edit it, and everything like that. It's fajitas. Would love to see those vids or on live stream, either or. Are you talking about the muffins? If you're talking about the muffins, Amanda, let me look and see if I actually. Can you close the front door, baby? I'm not going to be able to see you guys for a minute. Seed bombs. Thank you, ma'am. But I'm not going to see y'all a minute because I'm looking for those recipes. I'm going to see about links in here so y'all can see them. I'm going to go to my playlist. Maybe that's faster. Okay. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. This one, pizza crust, is actually the pizza. That's my pizza one. Let's see. This is the same as what I did. This is the pasta bake that I just did, but this is actually one. Yes, I'm still streaming. This where I cooked it all the way, I believe. Okay, and let's see. Okay, Amanda, strawberry dump cake in the oven. Oh, you gotta put it in the oven. Let me see. is the pizza pocket thing, the hot pockets that I just did. And let me see. Breakfast sausage scones, chocolate chip muffins. Okay. Here is the chocolate chip muffins that I did. Oh, I didn't ever enter that one. Paste, enter. Okay. And here are the sausage and cheese muffins. Copy that one. And was there another one? Here's breakfast burritos. Copy that one. That I did with my niece and nephew. And this is the one where that I believe I did the taco seasoning. But I have them all on my playlist. I can just put my playlist up here too. I've got them on my playlist. And I'm going to have this one on the same playlist too. This is the actual playlist with all of the things that I have about not freezer cooking, but about menu planning and my recipes. And I'm planning on having a lot more recipes on here at some point. Do you ever wear gloves when cooking? I don't always wear gloves when I'm cooking. I just did it because I didn't want to have. The thing with me is I will constantly wash my hands. So that way I would save time by wearing the gloves today. Because if I get food on my hands, I feel gross if I'm touching something else. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a crazy thing that's me. Well, Amber, you can just maybe just go to my playlist and watch them. Now, if I'm doing certain things, I will wear gloves. Like if I'm messing with meat, sometimes I will. But like that's only because it sticks to my hand. Like when I'm doing ground beef and or making sausage or something, because it sticks to my hand so bad, and it's just harder to get off. So I just don't like to have dirty, and my hands are most of the time very, very dry because of it. But that's the ones that I have. Yeah, if my hands are clean, I don't have to, but it's like I was doing like taco thing and then I was doing a pasta thing, so I didn't want to like mix those up, really. Because I don't want taco pasta that's supposed to be like a spaghetti, or not spaghetti, but pizza flavor, which might be good. A taco pasta bake. I'm going to have to do my, I can't think of what it's called right now. I have a recipe for enchilada bake. I'm going to have to do that sometime. Show you guys that. It's easy and it's good. It's really good. Now, it's not too hard to change the gloves. But I don't do it like normally. That was just for today while I was doing this stuff. That was not a normal thing. Which I do have eczema on my hands, and there are times that I do wear gloves because of the eczema, my hands will crack, and there's certain things, if you get it, like I don't want to touch food if I have a sore on my hand. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just, but well, I guess it's not crazy. But anyways, also if my hands with the eczema, if they are cracked open, if you wash them too much, it hurts. Or if you get certain burns bad. But yeah, there's just certain things. But I don't do it all the time. It's just every once in a while. And it's just for stuff like this. I wouldn't do it, on a normal basis. I didn't wear gloves whenever I was cooking our meal today. I'm a total pig. If you don't believe me, just ask my wife. Oh my goodness, Chris. But yeah, I'll have to I haven't done the enchilada bake in a while. I may do that tomorrow and have the video out sometime soon. Because I know my husband and son love it. My daughter doesn't love it. But that's another reason why that I make these freezer meals, like the tacos and the can't think of what it's called. Did the hot pockets, because she will eat that whenever we're eating something she doesn't like. Okay, two family. That's why you need to do menu planning. Watch my video about menu planning. I don't like my bare hands to touch food I'm making. Not sure if it's OCD or just me. I'm going to check these Hot Pockets real quick. Be right back. I'll show you guys one of them. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it? It busted open a little bit over here on the side, but that's okay. I'm already eating one. But that's what they look like, if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it real good, but maybe. But those are the Hot Pockets. And those I have to let them cool off before I can put them in the freezer. May have to watch mine with one closed eye. Oh my goodness. You make your own enchiladas casserole? That's probably delicious. You're not going to do it? Well, Teresa, when I make my scones, I have a pastry cutter that I use. My granny used to use her hands to make biscuits, and she made the best biscuits. When I was cooking, everybody asked me to if I wash my hands, I would say the secret's in the sauce. Ew, Grizz. Yeah, pastry cutter and a bench scraper. Well, guys, if y'all want to, I think so that I can just publish this video and it'll be something somebody can watch and it won't be forever long because it is 2 hours long. If y'all want me to, I'm going to close this one out and start another live chat because I don't mind that at all because I have nothing to do right now. I thought you were teasing, Kat, about fried green tomatoes. Fried green tomatoes are good. They like the sauce. But Do you guys want me to open up another thing that way this one can publish all the stuff in there? But yeah, fried green tomatoes are delicious. And soon I'll be having some. Because I'll have tomatoes from my garden. Yeah, a new chat. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna close this one down, and then I will be right back. Y'all will hopefully get a notification. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one, and what I'll do is I will probably just post the new one in this, so y'all can just go straight to it. But I'll keep this chat up.